Just a quick testimony, guys. I'm at work right now, and long story short, I run into a lot of people that are going through it. A lot of people that are in bad spots. And there was this one person, this one lady I was watching, and I've already caught her shoplifting in the past, but see what happens with this job when you're working it so long. First off, people hate security. People hate you just because you have a badge or you are security. You'll get called names. I've been punched. I've been swung at with a baton. Dude lit the ground on fire, threatened to light me on fire. I randomly get shouted at as I'm walking across, all these things. And what can happen is your heart can get hardened. You can get annoyed, you can get frustrated, you can get irritated, and you can start to have a hatred for these people almost. I didn't hate them, but they bothered me. Every time I saw them, I'm like, bro, I know you're trouble. And anyways, back to the story. I was watching this one lady, and I was just gonna, it's easy to say, I know what you're doing, leave the store. But the Lord showed me, the Holy Spirit showed me, why are you judging them? Why are you looking at him like that? Oh God, I feel him. Why? Why do I go day to day just kicking people out when I could be praying for them more often, And so I just talked to her. I was like, hey, you know Jesus? And she was like, yeah. I was like, can I pray for you? And she was like, yeah. So I pray for her. And at the end of it all, she's like, what's crazy? She was like, just yesterday, I went to my family and they prayed over me. Very next day, today, you come up to me and ask me if I know Jesus. And I just think about what would have happened if I didn't obey? What would have happened if I just ignored the Holy Spirit? It's such a still, small voice, and we miss it so often, but it can be so big for somebody. And I'm not trying to get emotional. It's just like I think about how many times that I've doubted when God says, pray for them, tell them about Jesus. But he has grace for us. And he's been showing me, don't ignore my small voice. Don't doubt it. You've always heard it. I just think about how good he is to use me. It's a privilege. I could have just kicked her out and went on with my day. You know how much easier that would have been? The message of the story is to step out in faith, because you don't know what God is leading you into. You just have to take that step. But if you don't take that step, how is God supposed to do something if you're not acting in faith? But when you do, watch what he does. Watch the impact it has. So if that's you, step out in faith. Stop doubting the voice of God. Stop running away. You are called to do things. He wants to use you. But are you willing to be used? Are you faithful? Are you believing that he can use you? Are you faithful that he is going to do something when you step out in faith? I love you guys. And I know this was like a emotional one, but just think about all the people that need Jesus and how many times we just miss it because we think, oh, I'm tripping, that's just my own thoughts, or oh, and sometimes you go and pray for somebody and they might not receive it. Sometimes God's testing you, but at the same time, it's so much more than what you think it is. When you step out in faith, God honors it.